The verdict came after 60 years on 30 September 2010. It was a bit of a mixed verdict in the sense that of the two Hindu plaintiffs and one Eskimo plaintiff, the Eskimos did get a little bit of the hill concerned. But the site itself definitely went to the Hindus. And the court also recognized that there had been a Hindu temple there and that Hindus do have a justified claim to the site. Now the secularists, who are always thirsting for blood, who will absolutely fight the Hindus till the last Eskimo, they hoped for some Eskimo agitation against this verdict, but it failed to happen, because after all the Eskimos are not really interested in Ayodhya. Hindus by their millions go on pilgrimage to Ayodhya. No Eskimo ever goes there. Eskimos go to Mecca, or if they don't have the money, they go to Ajmer, but they never go to Ayodhya. So, you see, on that side there was no sign of life. And so we could have left it at that and built a temple. However, all three parties were not satisfied with the verdict. They wanted to have 100% of the site. So they took it to the Supreme Court, which now is to offer its definitive verdict. However, Subramaniam Swamy, who is a great litigator, he went to court pleading for a speedy verdict. And so in a provisional verdict, nothing definitive yet, the Supreme Court ruled that the forces of civil society should themselves work out a compromise. Now that brings us back to the situation of the 80s and 90s, when India was totally, full of communal riots. Because you see, among themselves they are not going to come to an agreement. Especially not because the Hindus don't defend themselves well. You see, they will go to negotiations with a plan to satisfy the others for half and themselves also for half. Whereas the other side comes to the negotiation table demanding 100%. And so they say, okay, well, we'll do half-half. You get half of your 50% and we get all the rest. That is the enemy's strategy. So Hindus are not very good at defending themselves. So fortunately, we have rule of law and we have courts to decide this. And it is a complete dereliction of duty by the court to refer the whole conflict back to civil society. It is precisely the role of the court to adjudicate. Now, fortunately, that verdict is not definitive, so we are still awaiting what is going to happen.